Alright, hey guys, so this is going to be Reptile Room Overhaul Part 3, and as you may see already, or maybe not, I don't know, the cages are, for the most part, placed in the places that they will be going for right now. I finally got everything kind of in its correct spot. Now I just have to do the electrical and actually clean out the cages and put the animals in them. So yeah, but for right now I guess we'll take a look at the room as is, and yeah, understand that I have not cleaned in like a week because of everything being in my way, so things are a little bit messy, but for the most part it's not really anything too bad. But yeah, everybody's basically getting switched over to paper towel today and being completely cleaned and fed and everything, and yeah, so that is all on my list for today. So okay, so first off, you've got the racks are stacked 8 high right here, or the rack, well yeah, there are 2 racks but they're stacked 8 high. Then you've got the salmon boa and the cave dwelling rat snake on the bottom in the middle there, and then the salmon in the middle, and then the top is just one of the boa fowl cages that's just on top. Nothing in that at the moment. Then over there you've got the stack, and in the very middle, the biggest cage, well the tallest cage, you can see that's the Brazilian rainbow boa. You got the baby rack over there that there is, I think, 1 Kenyan in. There's the other tub is empty right now, so yeah, there's 1 Kenyan there. I only have 2 Kenyans left right now. That's, I think, an albino. Yeah, that's the albino. And then down here I have, down in thorax over on this side, I've got just a normal, I think head albino or head amory, I'm not sure. I've gotten rid of like most of my Kenyans. I used to have like over 20 Kenyans, and now I got rid of almost all of them. Kind of same thing with my ball pythons. I only have 3 ball pythons now. 2 normals and a pastel het albino. So yeah, well, a normal, one of the normals is supposedly a het albino, but I'm not, hasn't been proved out yet, so I'm not sure. But okay, straight ahead, green tree python in the cube cage. To the left of that, you've got the albino retic, and above that, you've got the sunglow boa. Then over kind of right here, you can see you got the bull snake, and then on this wall over here, you've got Squirt, the super hypo tangerine carrot tail, and the jungle, and the false water cobra, and as well you've got the pixie frog kind of down in that area too. And then down here you have the 3 ball pythons are in that rack down there, the Dumeryl's boa, the other sand boa, and one of the mole snakes. And then the other mole snake is behind me in a tub. Those are all going to be getting put, basically all the ones in that rack there, and the bull snake are being put in the tubs over, or the new cages. So yeah, so I'm going to, I guess, get started with that, and then you might see a big blue tub in the back. Yeah. Well, that tub right now is actually basically the same tub as the tub that I already had, but I used that tub for storage. Now this is going to be my storage tub, but the tub that I already had was a tub that I used for my Dubia colony, which there was kind of a story behind the Dubia colony. My grandma lives with us and somehow didn't know about the Dubia colony, and just decided one day, I had like something like 1,500 Dubia. She just decided she was just gonna come in the reptile room and mess with all my stuff, and she found the Dubia colony, thought they were just, you know, bugs that just randomly just appeared out of thin air, and killed them all and threw them all away. Yeah, I know. 1,500 Dubia. That is, first off, getting your colony to that large of a colony, and actually how much money that is worth. Yeah, she threw them all in the garbage and then realized that they weren't all gonna die, so puts them all in a bag and then buries them. Yes. Yes, this is what I deal with on a daily basis of people that come in my reptile room and just mess with my stuff. It's amazing that all my animals are not dead right now, to be completely honest, with the stuff that she pulls. But yeah, right now you might be able to see up top here, I've got two little things of Dubia that I got at like a show or something. I can't remember exactly. No, I got those from Mulberry Farms. And then I have a shipment on its way, hopefully today actually, of I think 250 Dubia, so that's all good, I guess. And yeah, so I should have some videos of hopefully like Dubia roach breeding and care and everything coming out in the next couple weeks at some point. I'm actually going to be leaving for vacation on Thursday, so yeah, but I'm trying to get this video out before then, but don't expect any videos during that week. So yeah, but I will be back to show you the room as is once everything is cleaned and there are animals in all the cages and everybody's kind of where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to get to that. Okay guys, so I've got one of the kind of crucial but a little bit more complicated elements done with for right now, and that is the electrical and the heating and the thermostats and lighting and everything like that. And of course it figures that the green tree's light went out as I'm saying this. It's just probably got to be jiggled a little bit, and hopefully it will turn on. It's just a fluorescent light. And yeah, so right now I've got this herpstat right here, if you can see that. But that herpstat is running this entire stack here. I have it set to 3 different settings, so there's 3 different heat modes, and then there's 3 different temperatures, and then there's, on top of that, there is one of the outputs is controlling the lighting. So all the lights will turn on in the room basically all at 8 in the morning and turn off at 10, which will be kind of cool and pretty nice. Alright guys, so we are for the most part done setting up all the animals in their cages. And yeah, so right now they all have heating, lighting, and are in their cages that they're going to be in. Everything's basically going to be taken out and everything, so it's all just on paper towel and everything right now, and it's basically all just kind of half set up, but at the same time it did take a pretty long time to set this all up. I spent almost all day cleaning and setting up the cages and everything. So yeah, I guess I'll kind of go around and give you guys a look of how everything is set up at the moment. So yeah. Alright, so this is, I guess, gonna kind of be like a reptile type thing. Okay, so in here we've got the 3 ball pythons. We've got one of the females up here, and you've got the female pastel head albino in the back there. You can't really see that well. She's kind of hiding from us. Then you've got the male head albino in there. So yeah. And then moving on from there, I'm on a tripod right now, so actually moving with the camera is a little bit difficult. And then from there, we've got one of the mole snakes, the female, just pretty basic cage, and the bowl that Logan made me in there. You got the salmon boa in there, and you've got the cave-dwelling rat snake is down below. I don't think you can actually see it right now, though. I don't think it's anywhere near there. That cage didn't get completely cleaned anyway, but neither did these two cages. Were pretty much these two cages, and then the Sunglows cage were like the only cages that I didn't like completely clean. They were basically going to be the hardest ones, and I just really didn't have the time to do it, and they were actually pretty recently cleaned anyway, so they can last one more week without getting a complete cleaning. Okay, so for the stack, up top here, you've got one of the sand boas. Let me kind of move this down so I can actually see. So yeah, you got the sand boa, one of the sand boas, one of the females. Just a normal. I've actually been told it might be like a hypo or something, but I don't know. I think it's just a normal. And she is actually, I think, albino or het anery or something like that. And then in this cage, you've got a male albino Kenyan sand boa who's still pretty small. Actually, he doesn't really grow. I don't totally know why, but yeah, so he's in there. And then in here we've got the Dumeral's boa, who you can just see peeking his head out, and yeah, kind of see that. In there we have the Brazilian, who is a little bit tougher to see because it's got different lights than the rest. So I guess I will just kind of open this up and we will take a better look. I'm going to use the key from this one. So yeah, everyone just really seems to just like be falling in love with Brazilians recently, so it seems like everyone really wants a Brazilian. He's shedding right now, so yeah, and he's kind of just been kicking it in the water dish, and just, I mean, you can see him, he stretches out pretty good across the cage, and he's probably a good 5 foot, but definitely doesn't have the girth to him. He's getting length, but just really hasn't been. Eats a ton too, but just hasn't really grown a whole ton, but it's okay. I'm not like that worried about it. Like, it's not like I have breeding plans for it right now, so it's not. I don't really, the thing is, like, without me, like, breeding, I don't really care how big my animals are. As long as they're eating and, like, healthy, I don't really care if they're, like, getting big super quickly. Okay, then in the cage down below, the Brazilian, you've got the false water cobra, well, the hypo false water cobra, who is surprisingly hiding right now. That is unlike the false water cobra. The false water cobra is usually all over the place. I don't know why it's hiding right now. Then down here, you've got the male mole snake. Pretty just basic little cage. And then in here you've got the bull snake, who I do not see at the moment. I think it's probably in one. Oh no, in the very back left. Kinda see tiny bit. Tiny bit of her. She's sticking her head up in the back there, you can see. But yeah, I don't want to bug her too much. But just switching everybody into new cages. You don't want to stress them out too much. Now here you got the green tree, who is somewhere in there. The retic, the sunglow. The 3 leopard geckos. Squirt's cage didn't get cleaned completely either. I kind of like half cleaned that and just left his little like kind of toilet corner as like a little toilet corner right now. And I actually have my grandma, who is planning on cleaning that. She's kind of like fell in love with the leopard geckos, and she's kind of like taken over like their care, kind of, since this was not originally my animal to begin with. I'm pretty much okay with that. So yeah, but yeah, so I just basically did what I had to. Yeah, so as one cage you can kind of see, so it's the jungle up here. You can see her just kind of peeking out, and then you've got the super hypo who just decided to come out and kind of a super hypo tangerine carrot tail. I don't know if it's a baldy or not, I'm not sure. She's got some shed on their toes, but everything's kind of being fixed right now due to everyone basically being shedding because I couldn't properly take care of everybody. As oh wow, you guys got a yawn on video. Epic. For everybody that says that lizards don't yawn, lizards, geckos, whatever, wrecked. Yeah, good fight. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the highlight of the video now. Okay, and then down here you've got the pixie frog, who is, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but right there you can right see, just barely. Yeah, so that is the reptile room as of now, minus the water dragon, the carpet python, the hognose, the day gecko, and the tortoise. That is all I currently have. So you guys can kind of see I did get rid of quite a bit, but yeah, that is the reptile collection as of right now, and I will be getting more, but for right now that's kind of what is happening, and I'm just really basically more focused on getting everyone that I have settled and figured out, with everything going on, and then I will worry about any sort of new animal plans. But for right now, new animals just would be like, it would just be really stupid for me to get new animals when I am still trying to get all of the animals I currently have settled. So that's, I think, a big thing that a lot of people do on YouTube, is people get animals before they're really ready for them, and they just jump into animals before they like really have the ability to care for them. And a lot of people like jump into so many different projects at once, where they want to do one thing, they do it, and then they're like halfway through that project and they start something new, and the other project either gets neglected or it just doesn't work out the way that they wanted to. It's just, I don't know, I think it's better to start one thing, finish that, and then move on to another thing. But yeah, so that is the new cages set up completely, and then you've got the most snake in that one. But yeah, so, and yeah, the salmon bowl is actually getting kind of big. Kind of right till he's getting probably close to 6 foot now, actually. I'll quote that now, you can't tell that well, but he's pretty big. Yeah, so him and Sungo will most likely be paired up within the next couple years. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, so that is the new room as of right now. There's actually nobody in that rack over there. Those 2 tubs are actually empty. One of them, well, one was the sand boa that's up in the cage on the top left, and then the other was just basically like a holding container while I was moving stuff around. So nothing in there for right now, but I will probably have stuff going in there when I get new stuff. But yeah, guys, so hope you enjoyed the part 3 video of the reptile room overhaul / I guess collection video. And I'm going on vacation tomorrow morning, so I will not be posting videos for probably about a week. And yeah, so I will be back in a week, and then I will hopefully post some sort of update or some sort of maybe part 4 or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on right now, but yeah. So I will see you guys then. Actually, it'll probably be the Dubia video. So yeah. Okay. Peace, guys. Hope you enjoyed.